Well, here we go with another working week. It's the 3rd of March and we're getting started on orders a little early, as is often the case these days. Let's have a look at what we've got in to pick. On Bricklink, we've got 12 orders coming in at just 101 lots, 2,780 items. And then on Brickowl, we've got 8 orders for 82 lots, 937 items. And then on eBay, we've got 9 orders to pick. So I'm not going to be able to get them all laid out in one go. So here we go with the first batch, which is mainly eBay orders. We'll take a look. We've got a Snow Villager going out. I think that's the last of my Snow Villagers gone out. They've been a really good seller for me at $6.99. I mean, brilliant. A Ball Destructor, $7.99. Clone Trooper, $6.95. We've got a Hulk minifigure for £7. A Shock Clone Trooper, $8.95. Another 3 going out. And then we sold this Easter set, 40371 from a couple of years back. And we've got a Harry Potter figure for just over £4. And then we've got one of these tins, which is good value really, because there's 2 figures in here for $7.99. On to Bricklink orders. We've got 4 of these arm pieces. They're like a pin with sort of 3 fingers on them. These came out of some of the Technic stuff a week or 2 back, about £1 a piece. They're going off to France. And then we've got a couple of small parts orders. This one's got a droid head in there. Then we've got a couple of classic sort of minifig parts. And then another couple of parts going out there as well, minifig related, of course. So I'm going to get these packed up and ready to post before I crack on with the next lot. Hopefully that'll be pretty quick, and with most of them being eBay stuff. And then I'll show you what the next batch is. Monday morning, and let's have a look at the second batch of orders that are going out for this weekend. We've actually had quite a few more orders come in since yesterday evening. We've ended up with around 40 orders over the weekend, which is nice, and turned out to be a decent weekend actually. We've got another 3 of these Shock Troopers going out, and they've sold in 3s a few times. And to be honest, I've actually changed my listing now so that you can't buy 3 together, because buying the 3 of those just brings the average down a bit below what I'd ideally want to be selling them at. And I think that they will move at the single price. So I've actually changed the listing for the last few of those. Everything else, all my minifigs are normally 20% off for 3 of them, but of course you get 3 high value ones in there, and it can dent things a little bit. But a couple of parts orders going out here. These are a couple of things I found in the used bulk last week. More Technic stuff going out, and then I'm not going to comment on too many of these, just modest parts orders going out, not too much to mention. Another Clone Trooper going out on Brickowl. Some parts going out there, as well as a Sinistro figure. Another parts order there. Got some minifigs going out, or minifig parts. And then we've got 4 of these cylinders, and then on eBay another Clone Trooper. So we're going to get those packed up to add to yesterday's batch, and then we've got at least 1 more batch to do, I think. Okay, so this is the next and hopefully last batch of orders to be done. But as you can see, I've only got half of them picked in time to get to the post office. So I just thought I'd show you these 4 quickly. I'm seeing a benefit in orders going out today from all of the minifig stuff that I listed over the last week. So there's lots of torsos, heads, accessories, capes, etc. going out. This one's got 50 collectible minifig bases as well, and it's pretty clear that they're making up figures for resale, I suspect. Another parts order here, and this one is going off to Switzerland. A couple of castle related things. This is the peasant boy. I think this sold for about £15. And then a couple of other minifigs and more minifig accessories, heads, torsos, etc. So I'm going to get these packed up, and we'll catch the post. Still got 4 reasonable sized ones to pick when I get back from the post office before I can start getting my teeth into something else other than picking orders. Well, it's been quite the day of picking this weekend, and still got a couple of orders to get out. I'm not going to get them out today. I'm going to call it a day for picking. The 2 orders that I've got left are regular customers and are not in a hurry to get their orders. So I'm going to get them out tomorrow. And let's have a look at what we've got here then. So we've got a Harry Potter gold minifigure going out on eBay, and this person has placed about 6 orders with me over the last few days, all Harry Potter related minifigs. Here we've got another parts order, all kinds of stuff in there, and then we've got another order coming on eBay for a Thor minifigure, then a couple more parts orders. And this one was the largest order of the day, 400 and something of these slopes, lots of these sort of A-frame plates, lots of Technic stuff, some manuals, all kinds of stuff in there, and that needs packing up along with the others and getting off to the post office. Now, normally on an afternoon, I would have to drop these in a drop box outside the post office and pay sort of regular postage rather than the business account stuff. But when I was there this morning, I told the guy that, you know, I hadn't been able to pack everything, and he said he was there till 6 and to go around the back door and he would take them off me this afternoon. So that's really good of them, and it just shows, you know, if you get to know your postmaster, your depot workers, etc., and they'll invariably help you out. It's Tuesday the 5th of March, and it was a super busy day yesterday. I never got any sorting done at all. Lots of orders coming in, and seems to be the same this morning. We've got 7 more on Bricklink, 54 lots, 990 items, and on Brickowl another 7 for another 54 lots and 284 items, and a couple of eBay orders as well. We've got the majority of them picked. I'm not going to get all of them out. First up, we've got an order for a load of battle droids. Customer is a regular customer, and they had bought some droids from me last week. I'd put another 10 of each up on Bricklink. They bought those and asked me to let them know if I had any more, which I did, because I still had 11 sealed boxes. So I was able to sell them another batch as well, which meant I had to open all of the boxes yesterday evening to get the droids out. But not to worry, that was a nice order, and thanks very much for the order of the droids. Another regular customer were kind enough to say no rush on their order, so this one was in yesterday, never got done, and it's going out today. And another little order for some minifig parts, more parts orders. We've got an order here which is very obviously kind of, you know, castle slash pirates related. Ordering lots of yellow bricks, which I'm assuming they're going to be building. Castles. They also ordered a lot of profile bricks and some minifig parts related to pirates stuff as well. I do have a query on one of those though, because I'd mistakenly listed 2 of these and only have 1. He bought 2, so I'm gonna have to refund 1, but I did have 2 of these, so I think I got those the wrong way around. I must have only listed 1 of those and not 2, and I listed 2 of those and only had 1, so a bit of a cock up on my part. Some more little minifig related orders, and then some part stuff going out, more Technic beams, bricks going out. Another order with a query on here for the Ladybird minifig. I need to find that. Been unable to locate that so far. And then another small parts order, and then we've got 2 eBay orders going out, one for a Hawkeye and one for an Imperium Claw Hunter. So I need to get these packed up. Only got 25 minutes to get to the post office, so I need to get a move on and get back and finish up. So I've just had a parcel arrive in the post, and I wanted to show you guys what it is. Somebody had reached out to me and asked for my address. No other comment other than that. Just sounded that they wanted to send something to me, and this is what has arrived, which I think is absolutely class. So it's a mug with the Bricklink logo with Brick Arena on it, and a guy on the other side, which I'm assuming is meant to be me. And there's a lovely little card in here which says, "Thank you for all your YouTube videos representing the UK Bricklink community," and that is from Bricktastic UK. So thank you so much for that. It's a really nice gesture and a really nice thought, so it really is appreciated. And I'll be swapping out my my mug over there for a new one now, I guess. So I really do appreciate that. Thanks very much. Now, as you can see, while I'm pointing at my mug over here, I've got a real mess going on, because I'm just sorting down one of the categories that I've got into sort of smaller subsections that I'll bag up separately into doors, windows, supports, panels, etc. Couple of things that I've just put to one side to check the price on. We've got this little transparent grab, and then we've got these little police doors. I don't know if these are worth anything, but I do recall having some grey ones very similar for the cafe corner that were worth about 20 quid. These are probably going to be worth about 20p, but you never know, so I'll check out the price on those because I've not seen them before. Couple more orders come in throughout the day on eBay. We've got a few minifigs going out, more Harry Potter stuff. Harry Potter stuff's really doing well for me after a lull for such a long time. And I've got plenty of backlog. I've got my Harry Potter drawer here, which is full of all kinds of Harry Potter figures, so plenty to be going at. And then we've got a little order for some minifig parts, and then an order for lots of plates. Still waiting for this one to come back to me about what they want to do about the order. So that's probably going to be tomorrow now. So I'm going to get these off to the post shortly. I'm going to go and pick the grandkids up, and I'll get back and carry on with some of this sorting, and then I'll probably get back to the tubs that we've got down here. I'm just trying to clear some elements of my desk. The desk is in an absolute dismay at the moment. So just trying to clear some of the mess and get some sort of organisation back in place. Wednesday morning, and we've got 5 orders on Bricklink, 42 lot 634 items. And on Brickowl, we've got another 4 for 82 lots, 572 items. And then on eBay, just the one item. So let's have a quick look what they are. I've got even more of a rush this morning because the road to my property and to the entire estate that I live on actually is being resurfaced over the next 2 days, and that means we're not allowed to travel on the road. There's no access in or out of the property, and that's going to be from about 9:30. So I need to get these packed off to the post office and then find somewhere to leave my car away from the house, which is going to be difficult because, as you can imagine, there's people in the area all wanting to park the cars somewhere else, and there's not a lot of road access to do that. So need to get a move on. On eBay, we've got a Tanwi figure going out. This is the order from yesterday. I was waiting for a response from the customer, but they've not come back to me, so I'm going to just ship this today and refund the bit that is missing. Then we've got an order here for a couple of Bionicle parts, some more parts orders. Here's a Technic one. I think we're getting to the dregs of a lot of this. Was that Technic set that I bought a while back, and more modest parts orders there. And then we've got an order here for lots of all sorts of stuff, to be honest: plates, axles, door frames, windows, etc. And that's going to be going out as well. So we're going to get these packed up. I've got a meeting this morning, which I can't really go into, to be honest. But yeah, I've got a meeting this morning which is going to take me away for a couple of hours. So we'll see what we manage to get done today. I did get some more stuff uploaded yesterday, and I did manage to partly tidy a little bit of the desk area, but I've still got a pile going on over here. So we'll see what we can get done today. I've got to get some parting out done as well at some point, so we'll try and get some of these sets and maybe that box parted out. And I'm waiting on a delivery as well, but I'm not even sure it's been shipped yet, and that's from another Bricklink seller. So we'll see how we get on with parting those out and see what else we get in the post. Last week I showed you this shoebox that had some new bags in there, and was unsure which set that these belong to. Now, I did have a comment on the channel, which was here. I think the shoebox, the seal parts, looks like the Benetton Guardianship 76193. So I checked that out, but it actually wasn't that set. Now, what I've done to figure out which set it is exactly was I'm using this dish to search for the set by. So I figured that there can't be too many sets that this dish belongs to. So I've looked it up on Bricklink, and I need to go, well, I don't need to do that actually. I'm just going to go to the sets here, and if I scroll down to the trans light blue, so we get to trans light blue, and I'm looking for a set that's predominantly orange. You know, a lot of the parts in here are orange, and if I look at all of the sets in here, there's only one set that looks to be predominantly orange, which is this. It's the Thanos Ultimate Battle, and it's 76107. And I'm pretty sure that that is this particular set, because there's also these wedges in, which I can see. Let me try and make this a little bit bigger, which you can see would be here, Obviously the minifigs will be gone from here, which is why some of the bags are open. So could be a little bit of a pain because the odd bag has been opened to possibly pilfer some parts from. So it's going to mean I'm going to have to check everything when I come to list it. But I think I'm going to go and get this parted out and ready to upload, and then we can go through things. Now, if I have a look on Brickstore, I've added it into Brickstore already. So there would actually be 2 of these. I've just been through the bags. Looks like there's 2 of each bag. So we do a part out. Let's replace what we got there. We want extra parts, no instructions, etc. We should really take the minifigs out, doing it a bit long-winded because I've got one hand due to the camera. Let's select everything and let's just do a price. So that's gonna be about 1,200 items for about £90. So not bad for a little shoebox full of parts. So anyway, I'm gonna go and get it parted out and ready to upload. I'm just counting out 150 of these. We've got 100 on the scales now, and then we've got another 50 sat over here. And I just wanted to mention these because this order's come from an unusual source, which is direct from a Facebook group. And occasionally you'll get sellers on other groups that have got a problem with an order that they've received. They need to fulfill an order and they've realized they're short of stock or can't locate their stock. And that's the case with this. Someone's reached out asking for another seller who could dispatch urgently on a 24-hour tract. And that's not always easy to find, even though you can find lots of sellers on Bricklink selling these. A lot of them won't offer tract and things like that, and in fact I don't offer tract through my normal terms on Bricklink, but this is another seller. Good to help people out, and of course it's an extra order for yourself. Now this is, I think, the second time I've done this in about the last week, so just wanted to mention it because monitoring various forums and things can lead to other sales, and it can help other sellers out. So just wanted to mention that. It's Thursday and I'm just catching up on some of Ralph's Bricks vlogs, and for those of you who don't know, Ralph's actually gone full-time, much like myself, and he's making a go of it. So if you're in the States in particular, show him some love with a couple of orders. And speaking of orders, let's have a look at today's stuff that we've got going out. This is a combination of 2 orders for a customer who asked us to delay the orders going out. They actually placed them earlier in the week, but they were going on vacation and didn't want the orders posting out until a Thursday, so that'll be going off today. We've got an order for a bunch of capes, 3 different types, 3 of each. And we've got a Batman poly bag going out with a Russian guard and a couple of other minifig parts. This was the highest lot count of the day, which was about 70 something lots, but certainly not the highest value order. 20 black minifig helmets going out. We've got a clone trooper going out. On eBay we've got a Coruscant guard going out, and I think the market for these has probably been killed a little bit because these are now I believe on the cover of the latest Lego Star Wars magazine. So that may bring the price of these down. Having said that, the magazine itself is over £5 now. I think it's £5.25 somebody said. So if you're paying £5.25 for the magazine and you're selling on eBay, you've got to add postage on, which is a minimum of £1.55. you're already into £6.50 territory spend without any fees, etc. So I can't see it impacting the price that much on those. Order here for a regular customer as well. So that will be going out today on eBay. We've got a couple of these diver poly bags, paper bags, whatever we're calling them these days, and we've got a friend's Paisley minifigure going out. This little order is going out to Switzerland. They're obviously rebuilding the set that this goes with, which is 8678, and needed those. And then on here we've got lots of printed tiles going out, which I think is for a lot of them, at least for a lot of the ring set, I think. So we'll be getting this lot packed up. We'll be going to the post office later today. It's a bit frustrating today because my car's actually not parked at the property. It's parked a little walk away, because we meant to be getting our roads resurfaced today, as I think I mentioned earlier in the week. And they just haven't turned up, or they're still doing another part of the estate, which means they're not actually going to get to us today. So we'll have another day tomorrow of parking the car away from the house, I think. Now when I've got that lot packed up, I've got this little part out to put away. This is from yesterday. It was 2 sets. I've kind of been putting it off a bit because I'm going to have to count every lot to just make sure that everything is there. In fact, I'm sure not everything is there, so I need to check and make sure that I'm uploading the correct quantities. So that's going to be a little bit of a pain to do, but that's what you got to do. It's Friday morning and there's a problem with eBay. My seller hub is not showing anything at all. It's even showing 0 feedback. There's nothing in the overview, no orders, no listings, no, if I go to active listings, for instance, there's just nothing. I can only assume there's a system error, obviously, and that everybody else is, experiencing the same thing. I don't have time to kind of check it right now any further. I need to get the few orders that I've got in today picked. Only 3 orders in this morning so far, but I need to get them done and try and get them to a post box or something before they start doing all of the roadworks, which are delayed and now are planned for today. Didn't happen yesterday. So I'll check this out later and hopefully everything comes back. So these are the 3 orders that I mentioned earlier, and nothing to shout about in terms of anything unusual about them. All effectively parts orders. We've got some clips and some tree sections or curves, whatever. I always think of these as kind of tree trunks. But here we've got another parts order with a couple of manuals going out, and then a bunch of grey tiles and a couple of other things. So obviously things have dropped off a little bit towards the end of the week. Still doing pretty well compared to last month. So no complaints. But I'm thinking that a lot of the minifig stuff seem to push sales a lot. So I think I'm probably gonna sit and do another batch of heads and things like that, just to add more lots, more variety, and try and drive a few more sales like that ready for the weekend. So as I mentioned, I've been focusing on minifig related stuff this afternoon, and in particular minifig heads. Managed to sort a fair few. It is incredibly time consuming, checking quality, and finding heads that match, etc., before you actually go and list them, because it's so much easier than adding one and then 20 minutes later finding another one and having to put it with the one that you found earlier. So We've ended up with 448 items, 153 lots for £112. There are a few other bits and pieces in here besides the heads. I did actually find a head for this figure that was waiting ahead, so that's always nice when you're working through these and you manage to complete some figures as you go through. There's a few spare parts in this one as well. Also found a new Dale minifigure that I'd had in a box that I found earlier in the week as well. This was a file I started earlier in the week and have come back to. So I just need to get this priced up and get it added to the store, and hopefully that might you know, drive a few more sales for the weekend. It's always good to do an upload, particularly on a Friday, if not every day. And quite often, as you'll have seen when you see me show what orders we've got, you often find orders that you've literally only just listed the items, you know, the day or several days before. So we'll see how it goes anyway. We'll get this lot uploaded, and we'll see if we've got any time for anything else. So I've just uploaded the file I just showed you, and we ended up with 126 new lots added to the store, bringing us up to 707,000, which is quite a bit lower than I have been at times. I was up to close to 730,000 at one point, and it just shows how difficult it is to maintain those kind of numbers. And the lot count is at 13,753 at the moment. Now, I did miss a milestone recently where I hit 6,000 orders, and I'm just about to hit 450 fans. So for anyone who follows the store, I really appreciate that. I think that's a pretty good ratio to the number of orders. And I'm also coming up on 4,000 feedback. So we've got another milestone just around the corner. But obviously we want to keep pushing those numbers. So, you know, we're grateful for all the orders that come in and help us, you know, raise that order count, and for all of the feedback, of course. And that's not to forget the YouTube subscribers, people who follow me on my journey on the channel, is much appreciated as well. It's Saturday morning and I've got the last 4 orders of the week here to go out. They were picked yesterday, so I'm kind of not really working today. I'm just getting them packed and ready to go into the post because I was unable to get out of the estate yesterday. So we'll drop them off this morning. There are more orders to be picked, but those will get picked in time to go out on Monday morning. So here we've got Batman polybag. Still got a few of these left. I've really only been selling them on eBay, and like a lot of things, when you discover them or you know, when they become released to the market, so to speak, the market gets a bit flooded. I got these quite early and had a good run of moving them, and then lots of other people got them, and then they just slowed down in terms of being sold for me, because I'm not really prepared to go into a race to the bottom. You know, as others come along, then they just you know, undercutting until there's not a lot of margin left in it. So I tend to stick at a fairly reasonable price. These are $6.99, and you got to remember that includes postage, so there's not a lot in them anyway, and for people to be reducing them further is a bit crazy. In the next order, we've got a bunch of these sort of micro figures from the various Lego games. We've got a Hermione Granger and this 6x24 plate, I think it is. A bit of an odd size. We've got a couple of minifig parts, including a yellow cape. And then we've got an order going out for a whole load of plates. There's 280 something, 284 of these green plates going out. Still got more of those as well, and some other bits and pieces, various plates, bricks, etc. to go with those. So I'm going to get those packed up. That's going to do me for the week, and we'll get back to it probably tomorrow night. I've got an early start on Monday, so we need to get out really early. I'll probably drop my post when the post opens at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I need to get all my packing done on Sunday. But anyway, that's for next week.